Hey, welcome back to the channel Behind the Business. Failure first and success second. A very quick one-liner introduction to this channel to help support entrepreneurs in their digital journey. Hello everyone, welcome to the episode 2 of She the Boss. In this series, we talk to women entrepreneurs who have walked all stages of life as an entrepreneur. And today, I have a very special guest. She's called the ROAS Queen. She's worked with 30 plus entrepreneurs who have made a whooping of $180 in trackable revenue by implementing her strategies. And she does work on a customized approach. She has a track record of generating 5x to 30x return on ad spend, and that is commendable. We will get into how she does it, when she does it, and what the clients she has worked with. But with me, welcome Vidhi on our show. Hi Vidhi, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you, Manmeet, for such a such a pleasant introduction of my. I really like the way you talk about me, and it's my pleasure to come on your show and be the guest.
Thank you so much, Vidhi. And I really wanted to, connect with women entrepreneurs. Like you said, abhi hum jab baat kar rahe the, that we as community support each other. So being women, hame ek dusre ko support karna chahiye, story share karni chahiye. If you are doing such amazing results for your clients, then I should share your story. That's my responsibility. All right. So, yeah, let's start from how did you get into business? Matlab entrepreneurship शुरू से मन था या डिजिटल मार्केटिंग के टाइम आइडिया आया? How did you start entrepreneurship?
So I started with entrepreneur journey. It's a very small story I'll share with you guys. I come from a very simple Marwadi family Marwadi background with no business background basically. I started my career as a jewelry designer come merchandiser when I was 18. Okay, and I was working in company as a jewelry merchandiser for 12 long years, and I was always amongst the best employees. Wherever I worked, I was always among the best employee of the company. But after working for 12 long years, I realized, okay, I need to do something for myself, be my own boss. So that's there the entrepreneur journey started. I started thinking about it, what is I am interested in actually, and how I can start my journey and all that. So that's it. My big goals come into picture, and I started in the mid of 2019.
Oh, that's nice. And 12 years, that is a long time. मतलब business का और मतलब business में आने से पहले you had so much of experience. Of course, probably हो सकता है कि पूरा business experience ना हो, but to work and how to work in a structured manner वो था for so many years. So when you say or like I know कि corona virus से पहले ही it hit in 2020, आप 2019 में you started to do business. So digital marketing kaise? Like how did you get into digital marketing and why digital marketing?
Okay, so yes, I had a very strong foundation of business, how business worked, but I was in a physical business like jewelry, and it was a very high end business which we call it, because it's involve precious metals, precious stones, and etc. So, but yes, with 12 years of experience, I had a very strong background on how to make decisions and how to start the business, or what decisions are important in the business basically. But when I was researching about what business should I do it, or where do I start for myself, that's where I started learning about digital marketing. I was aware of the word digital marketing because obviously in the companies everyone is using it in a small scale in India. So I was aware of it, but I started digging more about it, how people use it. Digital marketing is an umbrella, which particular part I can go into, I can serve people, and that's where this thing started. And I started digging out my interest. Like I'm not interested in SEO things, so I never take clients related to SEO. So So that's how I started digging, and in mid of 2019, I started taking courses related to digital marketing, and then this whole process begins. So, and it's a beautiful journey. Like every time I think I'm learning new stuff and I'm achieving new goals in the business.
Absolutely, and we will definitely dig deep into that, how much you have achieved in this journey. लेकिन जैसे अभी आपने बोला that digital marketing is an umbrella, it is a maze, इतना कुछ आ जाता है, and you also shared कि आपको पता था कि SEO is something that you would not want to do. So I am assuming that you wanted to focus on that one thing. आपको समझ आ गया कि ads is something that I can work on और मैं maximum results अपने clients के लिए ला पा रही हूँ. So you started focusing on one thing and then achieving in that particular sector.
You
But
also,
yeah,
sorry to cut you, Mamrit. So when I started, I was like, I want to do something with social media. Okay, so I started with managing social media, understanding how social media works, because in 2019, I personally didn't even had my Instagram account for myself also. So then I started digging it, and when you start working it, you know what exactly you want to do it. Then I expanded my service with Facebook advertisement, and that was a very interesting part. Then I slowly started with marketing strategies, creating strategies for my client, and creating funnels for the client. So that's how, when you start with it, you don't know where exactly you are going to go. You can't niche down in the starting phase. But I was very sure I want to do something with social media kind of thing. So I started it, and now the things are coming on place, and my purpose, what we called is as the purpose of life, the purpose of business, is now getting achieved every day when I work on it.
that's absolutely nice. I think जैसे Instagram पे there was this trending audio which said start before you begin, before you start or launch, something like that. जैसे अभी आपने share किया that you started step by step, and that's how you started achieving it.
Yeah.
I have a very important question, and I'm sure you will be able to answer this being a woman, and I can relate to it when you talk about this. Whenever we talk about profession, business, job, हमेशा एक चीज होती है that as women कई बार होता है that we do not get the same opportunity, या फिर we do not get the same treatment because we have so much to handle. Business तो करना ही है, but then there is house also, which is also a responsibility. So what was your experience in business as a woman entrepreneur? Like, did you ever feel ki you have less opportunities, or you are treated equally? How was your experience as a woman entrepreneur in business?
So being a woman entrepreneur, I never experienced this kind of thing. Like people are giving more opportunities to men, or instead of me, or something like that. So personally, in business, I have not faced any kind of this issue, fortunately. But yes, in my job, when I joined in one of the company, that time my boss, I will not name him, but he hired me only for 3 months, saying that I don't prefer women in the in particular department. I was in a CAD department, which is called as computer aided designing. So he was in the perception that women cannot be so technical, they cannot design stuff technically, but he wanted someone urgently in the team. So he hired me, and he somewhere gave me the reasons also after some time. But once when I showed him my work, when I worked with him for 5 years, and when I was leaving the organization, I was at the head of the department position. That time he actually confessed that when I hired 2 girls, I and my friend both joined together, I was not convinced that the women can be so technical, or they can handle this department so well. But you 2 girls have changed my perspective about it. So that time, I think some men have that blockage, but if we women get an opportunity like I get it, and we prove them wrong, they're happy to accept it also. So my boss is very nice. He is very nice. I really like him as a boss. But that's what he thought about me when I joined the organization.
That's absolutely amazing. And I think at the same time, it is a little sad also, because like you said, ki उन्होंने जो गोल रखा था with you, you know, that pre-assumption of being a woman and technology, and then they thought just for 3 months, you actually had to prove yourself to, you know, tell them that you are equally qualified. And I think as a society, that is a little sad. It's time that we move ahead and we start giving equal opportunities. But having said that, let's move a little forward. I just wanted to know that once you got into business in 2019, were you married already, or did you get married after that?
I got married before that. Like I was married, then I started my business. I was
Oh,
married
that's
in
nice.
2016. So basically.
That's nice. That's like a story that I also follow. I also started my business immediately after I got married. So how has business, you know, how has business been once you got into marriage? And I do know you have a beautiful little cute baby as well. So how has life been managing your roles as a woman and business as well? So how do you create the balance?
So I'll tell you one thing. I'll say behind every successful man, there is a woman, right? So, and at the same way, behind every successful woman, there is a progressive family. Okay. Yes, I have my own struggle, own challenges, but all that seems easy out when I see my family standing in support with me. And that support is not only the physical support in terms of family responsibility, but also an emotional support from what we get it from what we get from our husband, and that's keep us always motivated and to achieve things, and we are on fire to achieve our goals, to achieve our purpose in life. So I think for me, when I started my business after getting married, when I decided, my family was very supportive, and they are still supporting us. And I think that's why I'm able to get progress in my business.
Definitely, that's very true. I mean, family support and partner support is something that makes you, you know, touch the moon. I definitely believe in that. And you were also talking about, you know, the goals that you're trying to achieve and you have achieved. So would you share with us कि जितने भी clients के साथ आपने काम किया, you work for about 30-40 clients, which one of them is your favorite, and what are the kind of results you were able to drive for that client?
I have a very good friend of mine. Now he is a friend, but now we are not working. Sorry, he was my client, but we are not working as a client right now. But we are more of a friend right now. He is from Switzerland, and he belongs to a e-commerce niche. So
Okay.
when I started with him, firstly I like about him because he took the decision immediately to hire me. So I always love people who take action. So that's why one thing I like about him, he hired me immediately thinking like, okay Vidya, I want to work with you. And he gave me freedom, okay, to work the way I want to launch the campaign how I want to. And he was always there to give me feedback if I wanted to do competitor research and etc. So I got him around 18x ROX with the in average. And the best part is I help him in the struggling stage of the business, when the things were in lockdown. In Europe countries, the lockdown was more than a year, the showroom was closed, and he and his company was only dependent on online income, which is from e-commerce store. And I helped him at that point of time. Okay, so that's the reason that business is very attached to me, because if I give him the result, he can pay salaries to other people, other employees of the company, right? So and it was little pressured also, because someone is dependent on you, some people's salary is dependent on you. And but it was fun also, and I really love working with him.
That's absolutely amazing. और I think जो अभी आपने बोला, I can understand from there कि जो clients हमें वो space देते हैं कि हम उनको suggest कर पाएं, advise कर पाएं, and they consider us as an expert in our field that they approached us with. मतलब ऐसे बहुत सारे clients होते हैं, जैसे for example उनको ads चाहिए, लेकिन ऐसे ad run करो, इतने का run करना, ये वाला graphic लगाना and do it this way. And they would not want to, they are very strict when it comes to how they want to do it. They will not look at you as an expert of what you are doing. So जैसे आपने बोला, अगर आपको you want things to be done, then probably you can go with an employee. But अगर आप you consider us as an expert or expert in what we are doing, then you give us that space and suggestions so that we can guide you, and then of course get results like you have been getting 18x for their business.
Yes. So to add on to this, there are 2 or 3 different kinds of client. I'll share you my experience. One client doesn't give you feedback on anything. Okay, they are not giving you feedback. They are, even if you ask them for their competitors, they're like, I'm not sure. Even if you ask about, okay, what are your ideal audience and etc., they are not sure about their business themselves. So it is very difficult to work with these kind of clients. Okay, so these are one category of client. Second category of client are, they always want to know everything about what we are doing, it, if what ads are running, how it is running and etc., and they want to give suggestion on everything instead of trusting us. So that those are the category of client which you were talking about. So that is second category, and which is very irritating to work with these clients, because they are not giving us the free hand to test. Okay, they, if you guys know everything about how to run it, you can do it yourself. If you have hired us, at least give us an opportunity to test things, right? And the third type of client is, they are giving us inputs and advice because it's their business, and plus they are taking our suggestion and our experience also. So I really like to work with the third category of client, who gives you suggestions also, who help you to understand the business more and also take our advice. So it's always hand in hand. If you get someone who is not talking about anything and who wants us to do everything, you cannot get them result also, because you have to understand their business, and it's their business, so they have to make us understand, okay, what is exactly the requirement is, right? So I like to work with this third category, who talks about it, who gives suggestions also, and give us the space to run to serve them in our way.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think अगर हमारी language में कहा जाए, so third one is the ideal client that you should work with. Yes. And I think you've spilled some golden information for everybody, because whoever is, no matter what niche they are, no matter what business they are doing, no matter which umbrella of digital marketing do they fall under, अगर ये वाली approach अगर वो follow करें, information sharing and suggestion and advice, ये जो आपने 3 type के clients share किए, if they follow that, I think they will be able to achieve much more in their business.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. Also, I think ये question सभी जानना चाहते हैं, and they're still looking for an answer for this question. How do you decide pricing for your clients? Like, is there a price tag that you have for all your services, or how do you work?
So pricing is something which is very fluctuating as per the client requirement. Okay, so if client has only 10 days requirement, or if they want to only design a strategy but implementing themselves, they want to have a consultation call only, or they want to have done for you services. So it's different from client to client, and at what level the client is. Suppose the client is having they are spending thousands of dollars per day on ads, and they want me to audit the ad account and etc. So that takes too much of my time, because they are spending very good bunch of money on ads, right? So the pricing is not fixed. As a freelancer, we give the prices as per the client requirement. If someone comes to me and asks in the DM also, okay, how much do you charge? We can give them an approximate range, but after getting it on a discovery call and understand what is the client requirement exactly is, we give them a fixed amount. Okay, this we can charge you after understanding the business, because we cannot undercharge them, nor we can overcharge them just thinking, okay, this person need XYZ services.
Absolutely. I think value-driven pricing is the key here.
Yeah.
ऑल्सो जैसे आपने फ्रीलांसर का मेंशन किया एंड दैट आई थिंक इज अ वेरी गुड पॉइंट कि फ्रीलांसर्स के साथ कई बार द इनकम इज नॉट स्टेबल. जैसे आप क्लाइंट के साथ काम कर रहे हो, यू आल्सो गिविंग देम डिफरेंट प्राइसिंग, द क्लाइंट इज वर्किंग अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर गोल्स, एंड इफ यू वुड बी कंफर्टेबल शेयरिंग, दिस इज अ completely optional question, would you be comfortable sharing that how much are you able to achieve in terms of monetary terms per month?
Okay, so this question is, as you yourself answer, that the income is not stable as a freelancer. Sometimes we have an amazing months going where we are achieving, like sky is the limit, clients are pouring in, coming, giving us the business, and some months are so dry that we are not getting leads also, nor references also. So I think this, as a freelancer, nothing is stable. Okay, because it's all depend on the how much result client got it, so they extend the contract also. So sometimes we think that, okay, we have 5 clients this month and they are going to expand the services to next month and stretch the services to the next month, and suddenly something happened which is not in control with anyone. Like suppose our ad account got banned, suppose 2 of the ad account got banned, then we are left with only 3 clients, because obviously the client is not going to continue. So freelancing, we need, if anyone is listening to us as a freelancer, you don't have a fixed income, but yes, it is amazing to work as a freelancer because you are not bounded with time thing. You are very flexible. Like you can, while traveling, you can work as per your convenience. You can have good time with your family and do lot more. So everything has the positive and negative side, right? So this is how it is. And the range is, if I'll say how much anyone can earn, it's all depend what you're charging to your clients. Suppose I am charging approximately minimum $700 to $1,000 per client. So if I have 3, so that way the amount increases. If you are charging suppose $300 to clients, so and you can multiply with number of clients. So that's how it's all depend what you are charging it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that. Also, I feel that, of course, when you are doing business, when you're handling multiple clients, जैसे आपने बोला कई बार होता है कि ad account ban हो गया, कई बार कुछ queries होती हैं which you have to resolve for the client, and there are multiple works you have to do as a freelancer because you are wearing all the hats. So yes, you are doing multiple work as a business owner or probably as a freelancer. तो उसके लिए time भी बहुत चाहिए होता है. You need to invest time in the work that you're doing. And like I shared, you have a family, you have a small kid. So how do you manage the time between your work and what you have to, do at home? So with the small baby especially. So how do you manage both the things?
So being a mother, I believe it's one of the happiest feeling. At the same time, it's the toughest job in the world. And as a working mother, sometimes I too do have a guilt feeling and a stressful day that I am dividing my family time and attention with my working life and etc. But yes, at the end of the day, everything seems to be on the place, I believe. Like it's just the feeling which we get some days. Okay, and how I manage it is like I try to plan my day, I get it organized, and most importantly, I ask for help. Okay, so I personally believe that most women hesitate to ask for help. And I believe asking for help is not because you are weak, but you want to remain strong in the long run. So I believe in asking for help from family, friends, or from the colleague if I need it, instead of just taking everything on myself and sitting on it and then cribbing about it.
Thank you so much, Vidya. I mean, those are the golden words. I think if anybody has to learn anything, being a working mother, that is the most beautiful advice anybody could give. That, you have to ask for help because nobody will do it for you. Life में अगर कुछ भी चाहिए तो खुद करना पड़ता है और अब अगर मदद भी चाहिए तो मांगनी पड़ेगी. And I think you have given the most beautiful advice. And whoever is listening to us, and especially if you are a working mother, get up, have that strength, and ask for help if you want to achieve something in life. Only you can do it. Nobody else will.
Yeah. If you don't ask, if you don't ask for it, you are not going to get it, right? So ask for it. What will happen? A opposite person will say no, right? They are not going to do for you. But if they are happy to do it for you, then why you want to do everything all alone?
Definitely, definitely. I think that is the most beautiful advice anybody could have given to a working mother. I think that's a beautiful advice. I keep repeating it. So it has been such a lovely time, Vidhi. It's been so nice talking to you, understanding your journey. And I will also be sharing Vidhi's Instagram link, her social media links, and her Calendly link as well. If at all you are a business, no matter what niche you are in, and you are looking to grow your business, you want to leverage the advertising, you want to leverage the ads, go speak to Vidhi. She can get 5x, 10x, 30x results for you, and you can have that growth in your business. The social media links and the Calendly link will be in the description below. Go speak to her and get results for your company. Before we end this discussion, I would just like to ask you one last question. Do you have, would you like to share any one advice to all the women entrepreneurs listening to us today?
Yes. So one advice I've already given to everyone, women entrepreneurs who are listening to this conversation, that ask for help. And second one, I will give it to everyone, even if you're a woman or a non-woman entrepreneur or only the entrepreneur. So there is a quote called as you can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Okay. We can't control anything that comes our way to us, but we can control our emotions, reaction to it. This one thing has always helped me whenever I feel stressed, depressed, or I sometimes even I feel as an entrepreneur to give up. But when I think about it, I always stop myself saying that, okay, what is the purpose? Why I started it? What is my goal? So always get aligned to it, change your direction, things will keep on coming. You cannot control anything. And after facing this COVID thing, after facing this lockdown from 2020, I think we all know we cannot control anything, even though we have progress, we have such medical, we have advanced in medical and etc. You can't control anything. So you need to control yourself, your emotion and your reaction to things, and get equipped and change it. So this will really help you to progress, not to get stuck.
That's again a beautiful advice. Thank you so much, Vidhi. It has been a lovely time speaking to you. And that brings us to the end of second episode of She the Boss. And we will be back with different women entrepreneurs sharing their journey and giving us a lot of learning experiences every Friday. Bye for now.
Thank you. Thank you so much.